Hello everybody, I'm Ben from What Culture Gaming. I'm joined by Peter from What Culture Gaming. We're able to speak with our normal speaking voices because we've been kicked out of the NEC, not because we did anything wrong, just
Not
because...
us personally,
just everyone did. Everyone's going now. It's the end of the day. We've just played Middle-earth: Shadow of War, of course, the sequel to Shadow of Mordor over at the Warner Brothers area, and gonna have a little chat about it. What did you think, Peter? You never played Shadow of Middle-earth, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't play the first one. I always thought it looked good. I think that might have been around the time when I didn't have, because it's maybe like nearly 2 years ago now, is it?
I think it was like 2014, yeah.
More than that, yeah. And that's when I didn't actually have a console. So I didn't play it.
You were running the gaming channel then, though.
I was running a gaming channel without owning a games console. I did a bit of PC gaming. Anyway, no, I did not play the first one. The second one is looking as great as the first one from what I got from an outside perspective.
Brilliant.
But no, objectively, even looking at it, aside from the first one entirely, is coming in as a freshman.
Do you like Lord of the Rings?
I like Lord of the Rings. I mean, all I do is I've watched the films and 2 of the Hobbits, but not the third one yet.
Right. Feels faithful, though.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I thought that. Do you know what I really like in Lord of the Rings?
Go on.
Is I like the orcs as characters when there's dialogue with orcs.
Yeah.
I like the sort of horrible, gravelly, growly, sneery.
Which part of London are they from this
They're
time?
always from London. I was going to say they're always from London.
Yeah.
And there was plenty of that in this game.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that instantly, that's got a thumbs up from me. Like, oh, I'm going to rip your gizzards out.
I've underestimated you. Time to find out what's behind your face.
Yes, exactly.
I have played the first one,
Yeah.
and I got the platinum in it. I did enjoy it. Wasn't as keen on it as everyone else, but this, from the first trailer I saw of it, I think it was pre-E3 when they first announced it, I thought, that looks really cool.
I remember that trailer was really good.
You're building an army, you're attacking these outposts and taking them one by one. There's tons of actual champions inside that whenever you get near them, they have the one-on-one confrontation where it zooms in on them and say, oh, hello, you've got some nice skin, haven't you? Let's take it off. And again, the combat, very fluid, very Arkham-ish in terms of sort of free-flowing between people.
Turning around.
Yeah, flipping out and doing the flip-flops and the zip-zaps. You're zooming up the building. Again, it's sort of, as with the first one, it's sort of like a combination of Assassin's Creed with the Arkham games, but in Lord of the Rings world, and that's really cool.
I got all the best parts of Assassin's Creed vibes out of it without it feeling like, oh, this is just a world where I have to hop around and find a strand of DNA. Instead, you're hopping around a world with similar combat, which is good combat. I think Assassin's Creed is pretty good.
Yeah.
But you're actually encountering giant monstrous beings, and there are loads of different ones as well. There's those ones and those ones
trolls.
and those ones and all those
That's what
ones.
they're called. That's how J.R. Tolkien described
Yeah,
them,
there's
of course.
drakes.
There's
They're pretty
those ones
cool.
and these ones and
These
them ones and
them
that ones.
But as you say, the thing that they really try and sell this game on is the Nemesis system. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yes.
And I really like all that kind of interaction, where you clash with someone and it zooms way in and it's like, oh, hello there.
I remember you.
Yeah.
Well, you had a lot of experience with that because you did a fair bit of dying.
Well, I died once, and then I died right at the end when we had to leave. But yeah, I did die.
He'll remember you.
He
And
will
he'll level
remember
up.
me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I also did the other thing where it was I met a guy who I think they may have pre-built some stuff in there, as in there were people in there who you've already met, and I met a guy again, and he was sort of saying, oh, I recognise you, and I got the joy of taking him down and choosing the humiliate option, which was basically just doing the Viper out of
him.
I squeezed his eyeballs basically. There's been a little bit of her about it because of the marketing's a bit
Sudden marketing decisions.
a bit odd with the music.
Starting to rain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to rain. But in terms of getting hands-on with it and playing the game physically, that's where I think it's starting to shine. And I think, silly marketing, but that's not what the game is.
No, I actually really enjoyed it. You had the foresight to wait to start the game. I didn't. So you were told all sorts of tricks about using certain units of army that you'd acquired. I didn't. I just ran straight in with the people that were already assigned.
You lived.
I lived, but it was really tough. I had to use the last chance thing a lot, where they've got you down and they swing at you and you have to press the button in time to save yourself. And at one point I was actually saved by a general on my team.
Really?
Like a big troll man just grabbed the guy who was about to kill me and crushed his head. Said, "You're not going to die today, Lord of Light."
is the thing. I think the overall impression I got from it, and the thing that made me enjoy it so much compared to the likes of Assassin's Creed, is how cinematic it felt. It did feel like you are in
A battle.
A battle. Well, yeah, and a Lord of the Rings movie. Yeah, and all your friends are there. You've got actual proper enemies there, and it's not just like, here's generic general who has the same texture as the previous guy in the previous mission. Like, you know, it really felt like a proper back and forth dialogue between two armies, you know?
And there's a lot of scope, I think, for planning, which would have been really nice for me to do, because you can go up on the rooftops, you can snipe with your bow and arrow, you can then jump down and then disappear back up, you can command your forces around and so on and so forth. I sort of just ran in and I kept being hit by everyone, and that was difficult. I survived, but largely I got very lucky. Some guys were taunting me and starting to attack me, like big boss, characters with levels next to their name and things. And then their little puddies would come out and they would have like they were sort of like weird explosive suicide orcs, and they would set on fire and they would go ah, and blow up one by one, and I somehow managed to escape, but they killed almost all of their own generals at the same time. So it's just chaos, really. True to how orcs would behave, I think.
True. Yeah, it truly felt like you were in, that big battle in the Two Towers, when they're coming over the walls and stuff. Yeah.
Is that Two Towers?
I don't know. One of the big battles. I don't know which one. It felt really engaging and like I was in a Lord of the Rings battle, and that's what it's aiming to prove to do. It's
looking really good. So let us know what you think of Shadow of War. It's coming out soon, and don't forget to subscribe to What Culture Gaming for more content from EGX. We're playing loads of things. We're going to make videos on all of them. So stay subscribed for that. I'm Ben from What Culture Gaming.
I'm Peter from What Culture Gaming.
And we'll see you soon.